Are you a Gen X business owner who's been wanting to dabble in AI? Well, if you have, you're going to want to watch today's video because I'm going to be starting off by showing you the foundation of every business. And that's researching your target market and creating an ideal client persona. And I'm going to show you how to use AI to expedite and get it done in minutes. Hi, I'm Violet Rainwater, and I'm a Gen X business owner and the creator behind the Gen X Network, where we come together every week to innovate, elevate, thrive, and rock on. Today on the Gen X Network, we're going to be diving in a foundational step when you're ready to start bringing something to market. So if you're an existing business owner and you're wanting to have a new offering, or you're brand new and you want to get started in sales, the first thing that we need to do is we need to research. And this is why I absolutely love AI. And I'm so excited today to showcase what is possible today with AI and research to a fellow Gen X business owner. Stacy Peterson is here. Stacy has a new offering that she's going to be bringing, and we're going to be doing all the research for her and showing you in real time how you can use something I called AI stacking to really get clear on your messaging, who you serve, and what it is you need to say in order to hook them and connect with them. And so we're going to be diving straight in. Stacy, welcome. I'm excited to have you, and I'm excited to see what we're going to create together today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited too.
Yay. All right. So today we're going to be taking a look at three different AI tools in order to really understand who your target market is. So for this specific purposes, you are looking to sell more coaching for people who are wanting to start professional speaking, right? So if they're looking to start their professional speaking career, you are there to help them bridge that gap from beginner to paid speaker, booked and paid speaker. So, one of the things I was thinking about, and let's explore this together, are challenges that new speakers face, right? Like, would that be something that would be helpful for us to know?
Absolutely.
Okay, so challenges that new speakers face. Great. And then from there, once we see the research, we're going to use what we find to put it into a new AI tool and get a different angle. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and let us dive in. Today, we're going to get started in something called Storm. Let's see here, new session. Storm is actually a Stanford database. So we are really going to get heavy in the academia in our research. And we're simply going to ask Storm to please research the challenges that new speakers face when wanting to start a professional speaking business. And what Storm is going to do, and we'll see it, is going to ask us a couple questions. Okay, the motivation is to gather research for a new offering. All right. So, what you'll notice here, if you've ever used ChatGPT, so these are all the articles it's skimming through right now. Look at everything it's identified. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How long would it have taken you to find all this research on your own?
Um, Never.
Right.
I would have never done it.
Right. Look at this. Look at this. This is insanity. So it really gives you all the sources. So um, if you're ever wanting to write blog posts that talk about some of these things, you can even add those sources in there. And that just takes your content up a notch. right? Because it's well researched. That's what I love about AI. And so while this is processing, here's what we're going to be going to do. Let's go into Perplexity, which is another database. Perplexity is going to be doing deep research for us. And let's ask Perplexity something similar. What are some challenges one may face when starting oh no, let's do this. What are some benefits to having a speaking coach when starting a professional speaking business? So did you see what I just did right there? Now
Yeah.
I'm researching with the benefits on like why they want to work with you, correct? So let's see where we are here. Summary. Look at this. New speakers aiming to establish professional speaking business face a variety of challenges that can hinder their effectiveness. So, types of challenges, look at this: anxiety and fear. Each one of these is a blog. Each one of these is a video. Each one of these is a reel. Lack of confidence, organization and structure, articulation and pronunciation. This is exactly what you're teaching them. So, this is perfect, perfect research. Skill development. I mean, look at building a reputation, marketing strategies, resources, and support. So here it has building credibility, leveraging to networking, educational resources. Look, they're not even really saying a coach, which I think it can help them in every single one of those, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and copy it. Come on. Okay, so look at how quickly we were able to find this research. And this is like speaking the language of your prospects, right? So now we're going to go to this business consultant. Oh, okay. So here, I'm just going to paste this in here. Okay. And then let's go and see where we're at with Perplexity. Look at this
And how
benefits
did
and
it
how many sources? So it found 8 sources for us. Okay.
how
Which is
did
good.
to
Which
that
is
business?
good. I mean, we were looking for the benefits. So now we're going to grab this.
Hey, Violet,
Yeah.
how do you get to that business thing that you just clicked on?
Great question. Great question. Yeah. Thank you, because I just go a mile a minute. So this is a custom GPT. If you pay for the custom, the pro on ChatGPT, if you pay $20, this is in their custom GPT library. So this is one that I can share with you. It's a business consultant, finance, strategy, and management. It's one of my favorites. It's my go-to on the daily when I need strategy and when I really want to work on a lot of different type of content. This is where I'm working.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, of course. Okay, so now we're going to take that and so take the the above and this, paste this. Okay. Okay. Today, we are going to be putting all this research together and creating a target market analysis and an ideal client persona and identifying our content pillars and a content strategy based on this research. So, the offering is coaching for any professional or executive that wants to start their own professional speaking business. They want to start getting paid as a professional speaker. And this is various coaching packages from a 6 week to a 3 month to a 1 year program. And we would even like some of your insight into what that would look like. But let's start with creating a target market analysis and ask me any clarifying questions needed in order to really nail that down and the ideal client persona. Okay, so what did I do? I AI stacked I took one AI tool, I used another AI tool, and I put both of those in a third AI tool to really get me what it is that I need. Now, Jamie here always likes to ask questions. She'll probably ask four or five, but that's okay because that only elevates the quality of the end product. Right? So it's not just let's ask AI something and whatever it says, we're going to run with it. This is a co creative process. And so it's you and I co creating with AI, right? I'm your guide, right? And we're co creating with AI. So, what's the professional background of the typical client you envision targeting? Are they corporate executives? Are they entrepreneurs? Are they subject matter experts or coaches?
They're all of the above.
One thing to think about is you might want to sub target. You might want to think about who it is that you've done the most work with. Are they executives? Are they subject matter experts? And niche down in that because the riches are in the niches. Something to think
Yeah,
about.
I've done all of those. So everything from sports to comedians to entrepreneurs, coach, like the whole 9 yards.
Awesome. So we're
So
going to
I
put all
don't,
the above. And what I mean more is not only target those, but in your like in a certain campaign, in your outreach campaign, right? Okay, do you want a specific industry or niche or are you aiming for cross industry appeal? Are we I think we're aiming for cross industry appeal is what you're saying.
yes, and I like the word appeal. So
I really like cross industry appeal. I really like that. Okay, so it's gonna come back and ask us a few more questions. What's the primary motivation of your ideal client for becoming a paid speaker? What are they looking to do? Build their personal brand, attract, is it their top of the funnel, or do they have a love for speaking? Like, what is it?
it's really about sharing the message on their heart.
Sharing the message in their heart. So they're like storytellers, right? They're truth tellers.
Yes.
Message in their heart, sharing storytellers, truth sharers. I don't know if that's correctly spelled, but we'll usually AI knows what I'm doing. All right. What is the current experience level? So this is really important. They're beginners, right?
Well, I think who I'm real like targeting wise, not like they've never stepped on a stage.
Right.
Maybe they've spoken, but they don't know how to flip it to becoming paid.
Have
So
speaking
that's the bridge.
background, but have never been paid to speak, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So they have the basics. Like they're not a nervous Nelly when they get and terrified of speaking. Okay. Do they already have an existing audience or online presence? Probably, or is that part of what you offer them?
It is part of what I offer them, but most of them do have,
Most of them do.
yeah, most of them have something. It just needs to be refined.
It needs a revamp, and that is part of the coaching, right?
Yes.
Nice. I love it. Okay. Perfect. All right. So let's see. Now AI does all the heavy lifting. Oh, sixth and final question. Wow, usually we have five. What is the demographic profile? So is it age range, gender-based, income level, education, geographic, or is it more psychographic, like mindset, lifestyle, values? That's what I would think from what you're saying.
I'm going to say age range of 35 to 65. Most of them have had a degree and are experienced in some way. So I don't know what that
And
is.
have a professional expertise, right?
Yes.
Great. I think that's very clear. Come on, Jamie. Let's let's check it out here. So Jamie is now putting together, based on all the sources that we cited, all the summaries, and what we answered, putting together a target market analysis and an ideal client persona specifically for this offering. And you're going to see this works pretty quickly. So she's going to start spitting things out here in just a couple of moments. Here we go. All right. So, yes. All right, here's ideal client. Lisa, the legacy builder. I love that they give us like a really good example. Where is it? Here's your target along with an ideal client persona. Sometimes this happens during Mercury in retrograde. Do not see the target market. Oh, I do not see the ideal client persona. Here we go. All right. So here's some of the findings like for the ideal client persona. So Stacy, it's not so much about it meets every single one of these. It's that you have an image in mind of who that person is, who your ideal. Yes, you can help a lot of people, but your ideal client persona, this is who they are. And so we're going to look through this really quick. So maybe they have 15 years of experience, whether it's churches, conferences, whatever. Goals, they want to launch a paid speaking business to share her story here. Frustrations, feels invisible despite deep knowledge. Ooh, invisible despite deep knowledge. I freaking love that. Gets overwhelmed by how to turn her message into marketable talks, lacks a system to get booked and paid. You help with all of that. Coaching to clarify her message, create her signature talk, build credibility, and get booked. So, does this feel on brand for you?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So, we're going to grab this and I'm simply going to put it in a Google Doc for now. So, we save everything, and I will be sharing all this with you since you were brave enough to come on and share your business goals with us.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to simply paste this in here. All right, and we're going to just keep going for a little bit longer. Now that we've landed on that, let's ask for content pillars and a content strategy. So let's go ahead and build 3 to 4 content pillars based on the frustrations, the goals, the needs, all for on with a strategy to have an opt-in, top of the funnel, and eventually discover Stacy and be so excited to work with her. So we need content pillars that include calls to action for a top of the funnel. And then we also need a content strategy. So knowing we want to have something top of the funnel, please create all of these pieces and go. There we go. Sometimes I'm on a roll, other times I'm not. No, don't pause it. Keep going. Keep going. Even ChatGPT is confused today. Here. All right, so let's see how this sounds. Message clarity and storytelling mastery. That is one of your content pillars. And they even give you ideas for top of the funnel calls to action, free PDF download, signature talk blueprint. You can create that using AI, and that can be your opt in. The 5 elements of a compelling message. You already have it in your head. Go tell it to ChatGPT, have it create the blueprint. Done, right? Okay, visibility and personal brand authority. How to own your expertise without feeling like an imposter. LinkedIn Makeover, Speaker Edition. Oh, I love Speaker Edition. I love that. Top of the funnel free quiz. What's your speaker style? Like maybe you create 4 or 5 different speaker styles, right? Number 3 is getting booked and paid as a speaker. This is going to be a hot topic because everybody wants this, right? And you have a lot to say about it because you're one of the most booked speakers I've ever met. So, 4 is confidence and inner leadership. So, what do you do when you're terrified to speak but can't stay silent anymore?
Mm.
Behind the curtain, my worst talk ever and what it taught me.
Oh, I have a few of those.
See? So,
Oh,
how
I
did
have
these,
stories.
like, here's the thing your content pillars, like, they need to be a hell yes, because this is what you're committing to showing up and owning. A lot of people will say it's thought leadership. I call it thought ownership. This is you showing up, owning your expertise, your thought owning. I think that's the new buzzword I'm going to be running with. And so now you are very clear. You have clarity over your 4 pillars. And look at this. It even gave you a content strategy. So you have your top of the funnel, awareness, lead gen, reels, carousels, free tools. That's the format. And then your call to action is a lead magnet opt in. Then, middle of the funnel, build trust and establish credibility. Now we start emailing them. Those email sequences, also what we can make in here. And then invite them to maybe a free masterclass, right? A 30-minute class. Bottom of the funnel, convert to coaching program. And here you can use case studies. You have some amazing case studies. Speak it into ChatGPT, ask it to put in a case study format, go throw it into Canva. How easy are these things, right? So
So
I'm going
easy.
to copy this. How does this sound to you?
Good. And I love the clarity of it because sometimes it's so hard when you're working on your own material to be able to structure, at least for me. Like it's just a big blob of knowledge. And the fact that it can break it up so distinctly is very, very helpful.
Wonderful, wonderful. Why don't we ask it to, do you have a document that talks about like anything that you teach? Like, do you have a PDF or do you have a slide deck?
No, I don't. I just have videos and my landing pages,
Okay, give me a
my
landing
articles.
page. Can you put a landing page in the chat box? We're gonna do one last thing. I want to do one more thing for you.
Um, Let me see. What landing page do I want? Here.
For our friends watching, I just want you to see here that you can keep going and going. It will ask you, would you like me to create this? You can say yes, please, or you can say yes and, or you can say no, instead, please create this. How long did it take us? Like, how long would something like that between the clarity, the research, the strategy, and the content, how long would that have taken you before?
Well, shoot, the like the landing page that I we gave it, that took several days.
Right,
Yeah. And a
right.
lot of paralysis of I don't know how to do this.
Well, and that's why I love AI because I feel that as someone who is a visionary like you, we have a lot of ideas, but without executing them, they're just going to get lost. And then that's heartbreaking, right? And that's what I love about AI. It allows